Welcome back, everyone, to the Complete Pineleaf. We're here in Gothburg, which is near lovely Dol Guldur. Oh, yucky, yucky, yuck. And I'm recalling the scouts. Hello there. Oh, I was wondering, have you seen a lynx anywhere around here? Yes, I just returned from Dol Guldur, Pineleaf, and I saw something most peculiar. There was a lynx fighting orcs just within the gate of Finis Guldur, to the east. As I crept away, I saw the lynx making his way north up a slope just behind the wall. If you're looking for this curious creature, you should go east into Finis Guldur and then climb the slope to the north once you are through the gate. If he is an enemy of the orcs, he must be a friend of the Golden Host. Yeah, thanks. And the other thing I want to tell you is they're recalling the scouts to report before the secret
The
host comes
ashen
in.
slades are blasted and dead, and the stench of evil is everywhere.
Yes, you have met me on my way back from the southern marches along the Ashen Slades. The land there is blasted and dead, and the stench of evil is everywhere. It appears that Goronthal has trained evil men in the arts he learned from his own master. They are seeking to bind fell spirits in the service to the far reaches of the Ashen Slades. I will return to Oscaloth with my report of the place. Okay, Gorthal is getting apprentices and weaving evil stuff. Oh, wonderfully full. And you're saying I need to go to the east to finish Guldur to find the links. But first, let me check on the other scout before I do that. Okie dokie. Hello?
I will return to Ostgalath at once.
There has not been a great deal of activity beyond the walls of Dol Guldur, Pineleaf, but now they are surely aware of the Golden Host. Do they suspect any of its real purpose, I wonder? It is a great offensive, true, but do they suspect that we do not seek victory, that we are drawing their eyes to a point of our choosing, rather than theirs? I will return to Oscaloth at once. It is to be hoped that we have not alarmed the enemy overmuch, and we will catch them unawares in all respects. Okay, and now let me check this fun little gate over here and see. I think this is the entrance where Willem would have entered. And if I'm wrong in that, well, hopefully I don't get killed trying to look for this lynx. Or that if I do get attacked, that the lynx will help me on the matter. Well, maybe I'll just stay away from that brute. Yeah. Okay. Stay away from giant. Oh, well, there's a hill up here. Maybe. Well. Oh. Oh. Looky here. Really? You're talking about Saruman here? This isn't exactly Saruman's territory. You know that? Hmm. Treachery within treachery, perhaps. Who knows? Now, where was I? Aha. Well, oh, there's Willem Whisker. Willem Whisker stands by a dirty satchel that appears to have once been the property of an orc. The lynx beams at me proudly as I pick up the satchel. Oh, I look at the contents. Okay, I don't think Bingo is going to like this very much. Not at all. Well, before I get back to Bingo, I think I need to deal with other matters, like recalling the third scout. The scouts are being recalled in preparation for the exchange.
It seems likely that Garthbors will serve as the staging area for the armies of Dol Guldur.
Maybe it's best that we didn't come by this direction. Yes, from my exploration, it seems likely that Gothburs will serve as the staging area. There are a number of camps here, but the orcs are fortunately not yet massing here in great numbers. I will return to Oscaloth and share what I have learned. All right, that means back to Oscaloth. The scouts have been recalled?
Your friend, the dwarf Broin? He cannot be found.
What? Yes, Hardor gave me a message for you, Pineleaf. The dwarf Broin is missing. He has been missing ever since you left to recall the scouts. Cardor does not want to wait for him. He says that he wants to get rid of Mazog at once and have this errand completed. Speak with me when you're ready, and I will bring you to the hidden guard so that you can discuss the matter with them. Oh boy.
Tensions run high among the remaining elves of the Hidden Guard, one of their number slain, the other dying from a deadly poison. And now the dwarf Broin has disappeared on the eve of the journey's end.
Hello there. What's going on? What is the meaning of this, Pineleaf? While you were recalling the scouts on the perimeter of Dol Guldur, the dwarf Broin vanished from Oscaloth. He told no one where he was going, and right on the eve of the exchange of Mazog for his kin. You had spoken for him, Pineleaf. You failed to speak of his cowardice. Do all dwarves abandon their companions when the road turns treacherous? The dwarf is not coming back. We do not know that, Ahardor. But it's not difficult to see. We came here for him, but only our friends have died or are dying. Ahardor. No, Kukuron, I will not be silent. Why should he be silent? He speaks word of truth. My kind have nothing but hatred for dwarves. But for elves, there was something else. There was fear. My father spoke of elves proud and terrible as foes to be feared. Where are they now? Where are they now? They stand before you. Your words are empty, prisoner. No. It was the whim of dwarves that brought you here, and they have abandoned you. That is not so, Mazog. Quell your speech, or it will be quelled for you. But he is not wrong, Kukuron. Where is Broin? Broin! Well, hi, Broin, what's going on? There's little time to explain, Pineleaf, so I must speak quickly. After you gave the Lathris to Mazog, and the more I dwelt upon it, the more I came to regret that necessity. If only another dose could be made. I spoke with the elf Baravesian atop the great tower here in Oscaloth, and she said that more unmarked venom sacs of the Southwill might be found, with time, but that the Saragloth flower is so rare that finding another one would be impossible. The conditions for such a flower to grow are so specific that only if the growing season could be slowed might such a flower still be found. I walked through the forest for many hours, heading north, then passed into the lands beyond the reach of the Golden Host. I walked and walked and walked, and just as I was about to turn back in defeat, I beheld a grave mound among the tangled undergrowth. A stream flowed by its side, and now and then droplets of water splashed atop the mound, where bursting forth grew a single flower, still in season. With this second Cereglus flower and another unmarked venom sac, another dose of the Lathris might be made. And here it is. You need to drink this as cereal. You need to drink this. Look, already a cereal strength returns. The Lathris is working to fight the gray growl poison. I do not know what to say. While I railed at unjust fate, the dwarf combed the forest for many miles to seek a way to save a cereal. It should have been me, Pineleaf. I can't believe I was beginning to listen to the words of Mazog. Now there is no delay. We will go to the gates and exchange Mazog for the prisoners and be done with them at last. Yes, be done with them. Oh, well, back here. Over here, Pineleaf. I'm sorry, Pineleaf. Give me just a moment. I walked many miles to the north in search of that Cereglus flower, and though I have my father's hardiness, it is still a most taxing journey. That it ended in success, and that Assyria will recover from the Gringrow poison was enough to give me further strength, but one more moment, friend. I will have my breath back in a moment. Oh my. Can I speak with you, Pineleaf? I was most wrong about the dwarf Broin, Pineleaf. I have come to regret my words about him, and perhaps about other dwarves. To make such a seemingly futile journey in search for the one thing that might save someone he barely knows, someone not even of his own race. He shows a fortitude had thought of elves only elves could possess, and he did it with much less complaining than I've done. But look at him. His journey north into the far reaches of Mirkwood has taken a toll even on his stout form. He needs to rest. The guards at the gate ahead will see his exhaustion as weakness, and we cannot afford that. Will you tell him to remain here in such a way as to spare his feelings? He has proven himself to me and to the others for the rest of time. He has no need to accompany us the rest of the way. He helped Asuriel, and now I wish to help him save his cousin and the rest of the dwarves. Alright, I'll see about that. Well, Broin, maybe you could stand rear guard? I do not want the guards at the gate to think that we're weak, Pineleaf. They would not think of it if they knew the distance I traveled, and in so short a time. Ha ha! I wonder if that will be the main verse of the glorious tale of Broin the Mighty, after all. It did not seem so glorious when I was hurrying through the dark, tripping over the stones and treacherous roots, searching for the flower that might not even exist in the world any longer. Maybe my part in all of this is over, Pineleaf. I do not want to hurt the negotiations for Bori. I will remain here and guard the rear. I trust that Hardor and the others will be able to fulfill the mission. All right. Then let's go. Thank you, Pineleaf. It feels good to have a reason beyond revenge for the errand of ours. I still burn with hatred for the orcs, but now I too desire to rescue the dwarves, whereas before it was only a vague purpose. We will do this now. For Broin. For Broin. Do not do this, Koskragish. Set me free. I will trouble none of your kind. You are passing that gate, Mazog, willingly or unwillingly. I wonder if his reluctance to join his friends. I do not think Mazak has many few friends beyond those walls, and I think that he knows it. It's time to go. Right. Too bad Will and Whisker isn't following us. Ah, back here already. Is there links inside? What is this? Who dares to approach this fortress? Only those who have the courage to do so and an offer to make. An offer? What are the terms of this offer? They're not for your ears, gatekeeper. All dealings come through me. Sigalith, it's fine. We come bearing the orc Mazog, trespasser upon the kingdom of the dwarves. We seek to trade his life for the lives of the dwarves imprisoned within Dol Guldur. I cannot speak to this. Wait here. You will answer to these trolls if you try to do anything suspicious. Right. Get your bow ready just in case? Well, here we are, Pineleaf. Now we will see if Aaron was not as foolhardy as first it seemed. I will have Kumat at the ready, of course, in case we find our first belief justified. Well, yeah. I'm not going to make any bets in favor of it working. Just telling you that. The gatekeeper returns. Oh, just in time. This way, you lot! Oh, I see a couple of dwarves up there. Okay. I should have known this rabble was yours, Pineleaf. Oh, Gorthol. Your offer does not interest me in the slightest, Pineleaf. What use do I, Gorthol, have with a useless orc such as Mazog? Lord of the Caves? Ha! He's lord of nothing. The dwarves crawl all over his caves like worms on moldy bread. Bog would be ashamed of his son, and Azog will slay him for dishonoring his family line. But it would humor me to hold Mazog in the dungeons of this fortress until the world's ending, so he may have time to think about how he failed his master. As such, I will accept your offer. These 3 doors will go free, and we will accept custody of the orc called Mazog. None of these dwarves is Bori, Pineleaf. Ah, I thought not. They have been cruelly mistreated and seem close to death. Where is Bori? These terms are not acceptable, Gorthal. Where's the dwarf Bori? The dwarf called Bori is not part of this deal. I have offered you the lives of these 3. I'm receiving 1 prisoner, and you're receiving 3. You think this to be unfair? Consult with your associate Pineleaf if you must. Oh boy. I do not like this, Pineleaf. We must make Gorthal turn Bori over to us, in addition to these 3 dwarves, or we will have failed. What can we do? Oh, I cannot move. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps the deal was rather uneven. You must show mercy. These 2 for Mazak then. Very well, if you're certain. Yes. Mazak, come over here. Oh, by the way, my powers are vast, but I must confess something to you. I do not possess the authority to treat with you. I am not the master of this fortress. I'm merely a guest. No, these are the masters, and I did not consult with them before making this deal. Therefore, it must be rescinded. Archers! Really? Really? Can your sorcery matches a dwarf's might? Oh. Ah, I can move again. Whew. I defy you! I defy you and your foul master! What? Let's get out of here.
You cannot stand against this foe.
Yeah, I think you got a point there, Galadriel. Ooh, maybe I should go by the proper exit. Yikes, yikes, run away, run away, run away! That didn't go very well. How are you, Cuchulainn? Lord Celeborn believed some of the Nazgûl had come to Dol Guldur, but did not know for certain which of the 9 had done so. Now we do, though it's a little comfort to us. The lieutenant of Dol Guldur commands the others. He is second only to the Witch King, who hailed from Angmar in the north. The lieutenant of the tower rules the fortress, and it is he who struck down Ahardor. The Gloom of Nirn is a wild man of that land. It is peopled now only by slaves of Mordor. He wields a war hammer in battle. I know nothing of the Black Blade, save that he hailed once from Lebanon. He is fully a thrall now, as are all the Nazgûl, though it was not always so. The Golden Host cannot think to stand up against these 3. It's hopeless. Sigalet? Sigalet? Well, don't hurt your foot while you're doing that, okay? Broin? It is over, Pineleaf. So many have died, and still Bori languishes within the dungeons of Dol Guldur. How can we fight such evil? How can we hope to fight such evil? Ahardor gave his life that we might have time to escape. We must not forget him. The Hidden Guard's mission has failed. And now we know that 3 Nazgûl await for us within Dol Guldur. Will we be able to salvage our mission? Will the Golden Host be able to succeed? We will begin to learn the answers to that in the next episode of The Complete Pineleaf.